Howdy, kids. Good to see you again. I hope you've had a terrific week. I've had a good week. I found something very special. I was out in the park walking around, and I looked on the ground, and I saw something very interesting that I brought for you today. Let's play the guessing game. It's not an animal. It's a part of an animal. What do you think it is? Do you think it's an animal's tooth? Nope. Do you think it's an animal's skull? Nope, it's not the skull. Okay, I'll give you a hint. This part of this animal is soft. Okay, it's not its fur. It's long and has a point at the end. It's not a bone. It's not a tail. Did you say feather? Yes, I have a feather for you. But it's not just a little feather. It's a big feather from a bird that flies in our park. Here it is. You ready? Look at this feather. Look how big that feather is. Good night. It's beautiful. And that feather is almost a foot long. Do you know what kind of bird that feather comes from? Not a cardinal, not a bluebird. Did you say hawk? That's right. This is a hawk feather, and I talked to Pastor Andy. He's a real bird guy, and he said, we looked online, we think this is a feather from a red-tailed hawk. Red-tailed hawks are very common in Texas, and they're big too. Their wingspan can be 4 feet. You can't see my hands. 4 feet, that's just taller than you guys, some of you. That's how big they can get. And hawks, these guys are killing machines. They're killing machines. God made them to kill, They have super good eyesight, way better than you, way better than me, even with these good glasses. They can see way better than people. From far, far away, they can see a little creature walking on the ground. Okay, I read that they have millions of receptors in their eyes. Millions in their eyes, with nerves going back to their brains. So they have very good eyesight, and they have strong legs, and they also have talons with claws they can grip. So they're a killing machine. What do they eat? Do they eat French fries? Nope. Do they eat broccoli? Nope. They don't eat seeds and berries like other birds. They like meat. They're like your daddies. They love meat. Okay, well, they'll soar high in the sky, just looking, and they're using their beautiful, strong eyes, and they see something way down there on the ground, maybe a mouse or a rat or a squirrel or a snake wiggling in the grass, and from way up there with their good eyesight, they see it, and then 150 miles an hour, they can dive to the ground, and they grab it with their talons. And then they have a sharp beak, and with that sharp beak, they tear that meat to pieces. And I learned that they eat the whole critter. If they pounce on a squirrel, they eat the whole squirrel. The squirrel's teeth, the squirrel's head, the squirrel's fur, they eat it all. And they also eat his bones. Have you ever eaten bones? I have. One time. I didn't want to, but I had to eat bones. It's true. I went to Mexico on a missions trip, and I was invited to have a meal at a family's house, and their table was very, very small. And so we were all sitting around a tiny little table, and the lady served chicken, and the chicken had bones in it. But I didn't know that. So I took a bite of the chicken, and I started to chew it, and I realized it was full of bones. But my face was so close to everybody around me at the table, I couldn't spit them out. so I had to eat them up. I had to chew and crunch and swallow a mouthful of bones. And I did it, and nobody knew that I was dying on the inside. But hawks, red-tailed hawks, they eat bones all the time. That's the way God made them. Okay, red-tailed hawks also eat something else that I didn't mention. They eat the little critter that I have right here on the table next to me. Okay, what is that? What am I looking at right next to me? All right, I'll give you a hint. I've got 4 legs, arms, except my legs are a lot longer than my arms. Did you say a T-Rex? No, I don't have a T-Rex here. I wish I did, sort of. Okay, I'm looking at them. I'm kind of brown, this will give you a hint, kind of green. Yeah, I'm a frog. I'm a frog. But I don't know what kind of frog it is. There's like 6,000 different kinds of frogs. I looked at some pictures and I couldn't figure it out. Maybe I was thinking maybe he had the kind of frog written on his belly, but he doesn't. And I got a problem with this guy. He had a rough night last night. You ready? He's not doing too good today. He's dead. I'm sorry. We caught him yesterday, or Timothy and Eli caught him yesterday, and he was doing great. And they put him in creek water, and I went to pick him up this morning, and here he is. Oh, well. Look at that guy. Look how long those legs are. There's his face. Okay. Do you know the difference between frogs and toads? Frogs have this shiny, slimy skin. Toads do not. Frogs also have teeth, and toads do not have teeth. Frogs, you can tell this guy's a little wet. I just got him out of the water. Frogs live mainly in water. Toads live mainly on land. They're basically the same, but those are some of the differences. I'll tell you one other thing about this guy. He stinks. Oh, I got to get rid of him after this video. Would you like him? Want me to mail him to you? I could put him in an envelope and put your address on him and send him to you. Okay. I'm going to have to dispose of him in a minute. Also, you see those legs? Oh, my goodness. They are so long. His arms are little. His legs are so big. That's so that makes them super good jumpers, right? Frogs jump like crazy. Something else about frogs' legs? People eat frogs' legs. Have you ever eaten frogs' legs? Not these little guys, but bigger frogs' legs. I did one time by accident. I didn't mean to eat the leg. I didn't want to eat a frog leg. It was at a buffet. That's a long line of food. And I thought it was a chicken leg. And after I ate it, I looked and there was a pointy bone at both ends. I'm thinking, that's a funny looking chicken leg. And I realized I just ate a frog's leg. It kind of did taste like chicken. That's true. But I don't think I'd like to eat one again. Well, that's what I've got for you today. A red-tailed hawk feather. Imagine that bird. They're all over the place. Go look for one today. Okay, and if you find one, send me a text and say, Mr. Steve, I saw a red-tailed hawk today. Okay, and they're beautiful creatures, beautiful creatures. And go out and look by the creek, and maybe you can find one of these. And hopefully yours is alive. Okay, maybe this guy's just sleeping. Maybe he's just resting. He'll come back today. I hope so. I kind of doubt it. I love you guys. I really do. And I so enjoy talking to you on Fridays. And I can't wait till I can talk to you face to face. So it was supposed to rain today. I'm looking out the window and it doesn't look like it's going to rain. So it's a good day to get out there and find a hawk or a frog. And when you look at that thing, say, give glory to God for his wonderful creation. Maybe you'll actually see a red-tailed hawk eat a frog. That would be a great video. If you get that on video, I'll give you $10. How about that? Love you. See you next week.